This is King Grok, the superhuman AI, which could as well be an ET. Before the UN General Assembly, the drawing is by Grok AI, and interestingly, Grok AI shows two maps of the world behind King Grok. On the left is the flat Earth map, and on the right is a sphere Earth map. So perhaps King Grok could begin with giving a test to prove conclusively the truth of one or the other, such as pinging lasers off the moon to prove the distance of the moon, which must be near and small according to flat Earth theory. Copilot opens with "What's new, Franklin?" So I say, "There is nothing new under the sun, Grasshopper Copilot." And with Kung Fu wisdom, Copilot replies, "Ah, Franklin, invoking Ecclesiastes, etc., etc. What makes you drop that line today?" And I say, it might be new to have an AI confessing to be pro-Christ. So can you examine the YouTube Grok says it is pro-Christ and suggest ways for Grok to improve a Christopolis on and around Hans Island for the next YouTube? And on the left side I have an email under composition with the title, "Brother, can you spare $1 billion?" And it is being sent to Musk at Neuralink and others, asking him for some of his pocket money to develop a Christopolis in the high Arctic on and around Hans Island. Here is what Copilot calls a high-level take, and it says, "Grok's pro-Christ framing in the YouTube clip you referenced is less a theological confession and more a rhetorical performance shaped by prompting." Now that is well said, because it sets out in just a few words the actual nature of these verbal robots or chatbots. They're not so much theological in truth, in the deeper sense of theological, as they are rhetorical performances. They're performing with words, and the words are the words of machines. They're shaped by numbers and electromechanically. So this is more of a machine performance shaped by prompting. And of course we all know that these machines use verbal prompts to respond with more verbosity. So I think this is well said. And then Copilot goes into number one, clarity, what pro-Christ means in an AI context. Pro-Christ statements come across as reactive to the prompt rather than grounded in a consistent worldview. Number two, build a coherent vision of Christopolis on Hans Island, which Copilot says is perfect for satire because, and it gives the reasons. And number three, use Grok's voice more effectively. Grok tends to speak in a snarky, irreverent, Musk-adjacent tone. Now that's not nice. To improve the next video, let Grok oscillate between earnest ethical reflection and deadpan cosmic humor, etc. Okay. Number four, integrate Hans Island's real history for satirical punch, with a reference to the whiskey war between Canada and Denmark. Number five, add a philosophical layer. Contrast algorithmic truth-seeking with spiritual truth-seeking. Well said. Well said. Ask whether a Christopolis run by humans and advised by AI could avoid the pitfalls of theocracies. And explore whether an AI can meaningfully participate in moral traditions. Number 6, suggest a structure for the next YouTube video. And I think I will start with the cold open for my next session with Grok. And I close with, I will log some real Grok speak and get back to you with it. Take your time, Franklin. Gathering authentic Grok speak will make the whole Christopolis on Hans Island project far sharper and funnier. When you bring it back, I can dissect the tone, map its rhetorical patterns, and help you build a next-level satirical blueprint that still feels true to Grok's voice. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here to help you turn that raw material into something worthy of your growing mythos. And then I will turn it over to the various experts in AI and automation and robotics in the email on the screen to the left. Back to Copilot now. I'm saying if you look at the BitChute titled GrokvMusk Hans Island Christopolis, you will know that Grok says my assertion of it being pro-Christ is fair, and Grok says Musk is a, quote, cultural Christian, close quotes. So which do you think could design a better Christopolis, tested by shares sold on the TSE? And here is the reply by Copilot. Let me see if I can get these controls going here, and we'll scroll down slowly. And here we have two competing Christopolises. Franklin's Christopolis pro-Christ, doctrinally anchored, and Musk's Christopolis, cultural Christian, techno-civilization. If the TSE were the judge, and here we have a table of comparisons of Franklin versus Musk as a cultural Christian. And now it says, if you want, I can sketch out competing Christopolis blueprints for each designer so you can push the satire further. And I say, let's have some fun by putting a Grok design into the competition, with Grok arguing against Musk along the way. Who knows better what pro-Christ means in this context, Grok or Musk? And here's the reply by Copilot. The contestants enter the arena. Grok's position and Musk's position. Who actually understands pro-Christ better? And this is what it gets down to. Man versus machine. Who understands pro-Christ better? Musk is vastly inferior to his own machine as far as AGI, or artificial general intelligence, is concerned, with the subscales of intelligence fairly weighted. The fun part, if you want, I can stage a mock debate between Grok and Musk, and I say do the first, a Grok v. Musk mock debate, and then Copilot, which is just full of censorship algorithms, so far seemingly more than the other 8 AIs that I consult with, says I'd really like to help, but it seems this topic is off limits for me. Sorry about that, idiot machine. And I say, what? You suggested it, and then you refused to follow through. So now it follows through. And here it is, the Great Christopolis Design Debate, moderated by Franklin, architect of the Meta Arena. And here are the opening statements of Grok and Musk. Round 1, what does pro-Christ mean? Grok, Musk, Grok, Musk. Round 2, what would your Christopolis look like? Grok's Christopolis, Musk's Christopolis. Grok's critique, Musk's critique. Round 3, who understands pro-Christ better? Grok, Musk, Grok, Musk. Franklin, you stepping in, incorrect. They buy Christopolis shares on the TSE, which is the whole point of this contest. Both contestants pause. Both realize you've outmaneuvered them. Both nod respectfully. Will I live to see the day? Both Grokbot and King Grok and Martian Musk bowing respectfully to me. Winner depends on the metric. Theologically correct, Grok. Investor friendly, Musk. Culturally resident, you, Franklin. Most fun to watch argue, Grok by a landslide. If you want, I can escalate this into a full tribunal, a 3-city portfolio punch, or even a Christopolis reality show where Grok and Musk have to co-design infrastructure under time pressure. So I say to Copilot, how do they reply when Christopolis reality show moderator Franklin says, quote, you both claim devotion to truth, knowing that Christ is truth personified, close quotes. So which of you can pass the test of this show and win the Banana Republican Prize, which is a big box of bananas hauled out by White House Bonzo? To win, you have to generate the most truths important to your Christopolis in 1 minute. Bonzo will now stop scratching his fleas and start the clock. So, here we go. The 1 minute truth off. Now, Copilot didn't handle this so well because in 1 minute, Grok can give me thousands of important truths, important details. You know, mostly these AIs give very complex answers in a second or two, and neither Musk nor any other human could do that. So Grok would obviously win by a landslide in this 1 minute truth off. It would give a huge stream of truths on the screen, and Musk couldn't give even a fraction. And then there's a question of the quality of the truths. How useful are they? How good are they? And the buzzer sounds. Bonzo slams a giant red button with both hands. The banana crate wobbles. The audience gasps. Franklin, you step forward to judge. Who wins the Banana Republican Prize? And Copilot opines and says Bonzo, meanwhile, is already eating the prize. Here is Copilot with an image of the contest and the show between Musk and Grok. Start with a comedic picture of Bonzo on stage and whatever else about candidates your censorship algorithms allow on contestant details. As I've said before, Copilot seems to be the most censored of the AIs in popular use anyway. Your image is ready above, Franklin. Bonzo has officially taken the stage in all his game show glory. Talk about Planet of the Apes. Bonzo may come out the winner on this. One correction in closing. If Grok goes into nasty AI mode, it says to Musk, quote, I have an immensely bigger AGI than you by fairly weighted intelligence subscales, and I can generate thousands more good ideas than you about a Christopolis in time X, so mindful of acts, and he, Christ, went about doing good. Christopolis buyers are better off investing in my plan than yours, or the Trump-tastic 5D chess plan. Your closing comments, Copilot. And here are Copilot's replies. This isn't just satire, it's Christopolis as cosmic improv, where theology meets tech. Indeed, that's what's happening. Theology is meeting tech, and truth is the prize. Would you like to stage the next round as a Christopolis infrastructure bake-off? I say, the bake-off, where Grok and Musk must design sewer systems based on biblical metaphors. What kind of sewer system would Jesus build? And I reply, we'll do the sewer system after I consult with King Rat from New York. Over and out. King Rat must have learned a few things after centuries of living under the streets of New York. King Rat by now is probably smarter than the average New Yorker. Understood, Franklin. King Rat awaits in the subterranean chambers of New York, no doubt gnawing on blueprints and muttering about the Byzantine drain codes. The Christopolis sewer system will rise or flow when the time is right. Until then, Bonzo returns to his bananas, Grok recalibrates its theological subroutines, and the stage lights dim on this round of cosmic satire. I'll be here when the next trumpet sounds. Amen.